number 0.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken. Ball 3.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
At the plate, Rosario.
The catcher, number 0.
First pitch on its way. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Settling in now, Mike Trout. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Batting 7.
Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. And he takes ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Trout aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Jones is there. Makes the play. 1 away. Striding into the box, Francisco Lindor. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a...
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. So here now's the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Kershaw.
He's set. The 0-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Walter Johnson. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 0.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. Rendon is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Back to the top of the order now. And here's a man whose baseball card goes for more than $1 million. Honus Wagner pulls this one in the air out to left. Gwynn has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Griffey Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Behind 0-2 now. He pulls this one into right. Bellinger is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Riding in one
for the Manatees, the left fielder, Tony Gwynn.
First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Ready for another. Chance.
Number 8, second baseman.
He's set and the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Gwynn stands at second with no outs. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw by Wagner's right there for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jason Giambi. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jason.
And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. First pitch on its way. No offer at a letter high change. It's ball 1. And a good eye there by Giambi. It's 2-0. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. 1 out and a runner on third. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
The third baseman, number 6.
In now is Anthony Rendon, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready now, Cody Bellinger. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. This is on the ground over to first, and he is out on the tag. Leading off the inning, Willie Mays, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The center fielder.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Mays absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching is the fact that he knows he can't get beat inside. He has that split second more to be able to execute his game plan knowing he's not going to get jammed.
And Giambi will stay with this one for the first out. Now to the plate, Babe Ruth. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Babe Ruth.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to short. Lindor ranges to his right. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. So
now
bases are empty.
Third baseman, Chipper Jones.
First offering on its way. Line drive to left. Gwynn is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now at the plate, Mike Trout, a base hit in his first trip.
For Puerto Rico, the center fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Trout.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
I got the count. Oh, and
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. Strike three. So one away here with the bases empty.
Now
and up
batting,
next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Grandal.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Mays. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus...
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Lou Gehrig, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The first baseman, number 4.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arm.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Stepping into the box, Rogers Hornsby, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a sinker that stays up. 1 ball, no strikes. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. And that's over. 3-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. In now, Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Popped him up. To Morgan at the bag. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
Now batting, number 0.
Now to the plate, the pitcher. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. 2 men on, 2 out, and here's a man whose baseball card goes for more than $1 million. Honus Wagner, and that gets down as he can't get there in time, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. So 2 on with 2 away, and here comes Junior.
Right fielder.
Not the best of sinkers that time. Ball high. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The set and the 1-1 fouled away. 1-2. Here it is. High and deep to straightaway right. Bellinger looking up. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the legendary Hall of Famer Willie Mays. First offering on its way. 4-1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Clayton Kershaw. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Clayton Kershaw.
Hit sharply on the ground. Hornsby fields it cleanly, and that's the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tony Gwynn. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. Moving under it, Ruth. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And in steps first baseman Jason Giambi. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Digging in once again, Babe Ruth. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The left fielder, Babe.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. A 1 pitch on its way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 away now. Now at the plate, Chipper Jones. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Ready for another.
Number 4.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Standing in, Rogers Hornsby. It was a walk in his last trip. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Standing in, Rosario. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Mike Piazza will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Roberto Ozuna is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is foul for the first strike. Gehrig on third, Hornsby on second, Rosario at first, one gone. Now a Slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Line drive to left. Gwynn is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising.
1-0.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. 2 out, bases loaded. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Andrew Miller enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Coming to the plate now, Jason Giambi. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. In there, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Wagner up the middle. Throw by Wagner is right there for the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. No balls and 1 strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Mays waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. He'll try again, 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ken Griffey Jr. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping up now.
Number 24. Willie.
Here comes the first pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And he'll pull into second with one away. Into the box now, Babe Ruth. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Chipper Jones.
Chopper to first, might only get one. One there. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. He singled his last time
Number
up.
4.
And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Stepping up to the plate, Rogers Hornsby. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The batter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Fouled off. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2-2 the count. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Oh, and this is in the dirt. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the... Digging in to try it again, Mike Trout. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's a pop-up now. Wagner is under it. 1 down. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Grandal.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Mays is there. 2 gone. So here's Francisco Lindor now
Shortstop
from the stretch.
Francisco Lindor.
Skied into straightaway right. Griffey waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So coming to the plate, Rosario. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Christian Yelich will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Christian Yelich.
Comes set and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Hannes Wagner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So striding in, Ken Griffey Jr. He went deep back in the 5th.
Ken Griffey Jr. Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the run is in to score from second. It's an 8-1 ball game. Ready once again, Willie Mays. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. Steven Strasburg enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 2-0 now. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing.
Mays connects and sends it deep to left. Gwynn ranging back. Gone! So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Babe Ruth. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3-1 to him now. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Line hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Into the box now, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Zach Britton comes on to pitch now hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Hit on the ground toward the left, and that's through into left, a base hit. The relay. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. Digging in, Lou Gehrig trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Jones ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further. Stepping in, Rogers Hornsby. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call. Ichiro Suzuki will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth. Pulled toward right center field. Mays waits on it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now batting, Tony Gwynn. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Swung on and bounced toward Rogers Hornsby at second. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in, Joe Morgan. It was a flop.
Morgan.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Josh Hader.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a